Well, I think there's a lot of truth to that. I do believe God has promised land to his people. Certainly he did enter into covenant with Israel in the Old Testament regarding the promised land. But I think when we look at the progress of Revelation, in other words, when we look at how that promise played out and then is explained more fully in the New Testament, what we discover is that the definition of who constitutes Israel has greatly enlarged. In the Old Covenant, it was the believers among the physiological descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. In the New Covenant, any believing Jew, any ethnic descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob who trusts in Christ will receive the inheritance of those promises, as will also any believing Gentile. We are all together the seed of Abraham, and as Paul says, heirs according to promise. So getting back to trying to circle back around to your question, I do believe that God will fulfill the land promise to his Israel, the true people of God, which is inclusive of both believing Jews and believing Gentiles, and that this fulfillment will come about in the new heavens and the new earth. So I believe that that rather small portion in the Middle East that was the essence of the Old Testament promise was, in a sense, a type of the global purpose of God in giving his people the whole world. Remember in Romans 4, Abraham is described as heir of the world. So I believe that the land promises will be literally fulfilled, but fulfilled on the new earth, not this corrupt fallen earth, but that we will in fact reign with Christ, not just for 1,000 years, but forever in eternity, on a new and redeemed earth, and that this will constitute the quite literal physiological fulfillment of that promise that was originally given back in Genesis 12.